Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going over my personal top 10 Terraria Calamity Mod songs. All the songs within the mod are great, but these ones are my favorites. These are all just my opinion. If your top 10 is different, feel free to share your top 10 songs in the comment section below. With that being said, let's get into the list. Taking the 10th spot on our list, we have the Cryogen Theme. This song, I don't really know how to explain it, but it just feels very cold and like it's hailing outside. There's definitely a lot going on in this track, and that's really how it feels to fight Cryogen in general. And the slower part towards the middle is a nice break from all the craziness. I feel like this resembles the boss fight pretty well. Overall, I think it's a really good song, and I think it resembles Cryogen and the snow biome quite well. Taking the 9th spot on our list, we have the Krabilon Theme, which is Infestation. This song is super amazing and creative. It is very upbeat and also reminds me of a retro-like video game soundtrack. I think it perfectly fits Krabilon, and I couldn't imagine this boss with an epic boss fight sounding theme. It just doesn't really fit the boss. Notice that clicking sound in the background, by the way. Those are crabs clicking their claws together. A pretty amazing touch in my opinion. Also, fun fact, if you play this song through a vector scope, portions of the song create shapes that resemble mushrooms. Taking the 8th spot on our list, we have the Siren and Leviathan theme. I feel like this song perfectly represents the feeling of being in the ocean. The Siren's part of the song lures you in, it makes you feel secure and safe, but all of a sudden, Leviathan's part starts playing, and as he appears, you know you are in for a battle. This song goes from luring you into a very epic track that makes you feel like the fight is much bigger than it seems, making the player feel very small, while Leviathan feels huge. This song gives me a feeling of a very close final battle, where you don't know who is going to win. Taking the 7th spot on our list, we have the Plaguebringer theme. This song sounds very robotic or mechanical-like, which fits the boss's themes very well. It is super fast-paced with tons of different beats and sounds going on at the same time, which I also believe it matches the pace of the hectic boss fight in-game as well. Overall, it's very fitting for the boss and very fun to listen to. Taking the 6th spot on our list, we have Devourer of God's theme. The start of this song feels like an opening to a movie trailer or something similar, and then the drop hits and it goes to a very retro-like feeling. The bell noise in the background here and there is probably one of my favorite parts of the song. This is an amazing song, and during the fight it really adds to the experience. It truly makes you feel like you are fighting against a god, and you are nearing the end of a long journey. The song, plus how tough the boss is to defeat when you first encounter it, makes it one of my favorite boss fights in the mod. Taking the 5th spot on our list, we have the Before Taurus boss theme. This song is just bloody good. This boss felt absolutely impossible at the time I first encountered it, and while I can easily handle it now, at the time it was very difficult. This song fits the boss so well as how crazy and intense the fight felt at the time for me. This song is definitely metal-like. You can hear almost a screaming or screeching noise in the background of some of the parts, and you really feel like you are fighting against an evil monster while listening to it. To me, if the way the boss looks was perfectly to be resembled in a song, this would be it. The boss itself looks repulsive and disturbing, and the song matches those themes very well. Taking the 4th spot on our list, we have the Calamitous Theme. This song is amazing from a musical standpoint. First thing is it uses snippets from all the previous Calamity and boss music tracks you have fought to get to this point within this 9-minute song. So 8 separate bosses tracks are used and merged along with new sounds to create this amazing track, which is not only amazing but I also feel very creative. The track definitely gives off a epic vibe, and it makes the fight against her feel very difficult to defeat. Part of the reason why I like both the song and the boss so much is this is the first time you'll see this boss in particular, and upon defeating her, it says the clone has been defeated, signaling to the player that they will meet again, and that it's not over. Taking the 3rd spot on our list, we have the title screen music. I know this one isn't really a boss, but man, I love this song. The start of this song almost sounds like Minecraft music. It is very relaxing, and the piano part is definitely my favorite part. It has its upbeat portions, but overall gives a very calming feeling to me. I could listen to this while studying, sleeping, playing the mod, anything really. It gives off a I don't know what is coming next feeling, but in a good way. And I feel like this is how I felt for the majority of the time playing the mod, excited for what was coming next. Taking the 2nd spot on our list, we have Yaran Phase Two. This is one of the only songs with vocals and lyrics, and this one's vocals are actually by the man himself, DM Decuro. This song makes me want more music where he includes his voice, as this is one of my favorites. His voice was a pleasant addition to the track. The lyrics are very soothing as well, with the whole song being about how the player or you at the time of fighting Yaran are impossible to defeat, serving as a warning for Yaran's master, Yaran. Yaran knows the player is powerful enough to defeat him and even Yaran himself. Just before this fight, you defeat the Devourer of Gods, who is a much more cocky type of boss that has a huge ego, saying things like, "You are no god, but I shall feast on your essence regardless," or "Are you honestly that bad at dodging?" To me, this signals a turning point in the mod, where the player isn't afraid of the boss, rather the boss is afraid of the player. Finally, taking the first spot on our list, we have Supreme Calamitous' theme.
Couldn't leave us well enough alone, could you? Everything was going well, until you came along. Fine, let's settle this. Now!
This is 13 minutes of pure excellence separated into 4 different segments. The starting dialogue is one of my favorite parts of the song, and I wish it was in the game when you summoned it. It lets you into the boss's mind, and you get to see what you, the player, has caused that she has to deal with. But the "let's settle this now" really emphasizes the fight, and due to it being the last boss in the mod, as of current, it just makes for an overall really epic feeling. This is the only boss that actually has a character and vocal dialogue, so being able to hear the beginning dialogue sequence and then fighting her makes the experience much more memorable. It makes you feel like you really know the boss, and also makes you feel like you're defeating a god or the ultimate boss. My favorite part is the ending. As the fight ends, the song calms, and as the name of the final part of the song is called Acceptance, you can feel the boss giving up. Overall, this song makes me ask myself, is this even a Terraria mod anymore? I would like to thank Takuro for making such amazing music for the mod, and I wish him the best of luck as he moves on from making music from the Calamity mod in the future. I highly recommend checking out his other work as well. That is all for today's video, guys. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing if you are new here and want to see more content like this, and let me know what your top 10 Calamity music songs are down below.